What if I told you you could still become a millionaire with just $1,000? Not by flipping NFTs, not by gambling in the stock market, but by owning what the world will one day worship. And that's Satoshis. And that's the smallest unit of Bitcoin. And right now, you can still buy 1 million of them for around $1,000. But that window is closing, and fast, because every day the dollar dies a little more, and Bitcoin, a true digital property, is disappearing into cold storage. Now, this video is about what most people miss, because they chase dollars but ignore value. They worship net worth but ignore purchasing power. And they forget that in a world of infinite money printing, the rarest assets become priceless. Now today I'll show you why owning 1 million sats might be the new millionaire status and why waiting could cost you everything. See, imagine being able to buy beachfront property in Malibu and for $1,000. Sounds insane, right? But that's exactly what owning 1 million sats is like today. Buying digital beachfront while it's still cheap, and before the rest of the world catches on. See, we're trained to measure wealth in dollars, but dollars are melting. The Fed prints them out of thin air. Governments weaponize them, and inflation, well, it's not just theft, it's guaranteed dilution. So if your goal is to become a millionaire in dollars, you're chasing a number that means less every year. Now compare that to Bitcoin. There are only 21 million Bitcoin, and that's ever. And each Bitcoin contains 100 million sats. Now that means there will only ever be 2.1 quadrillion sats in existence. Sounds like a lot until you divide it by 8 billion people. And that's just 262,500 sats per human. And that's if distributed evenly. But they're not. See, most people have zero. And meanwhile, whales, institutions, and sovereign entities are quietly stacking. So when you own 1 million sats, you're not just ahead, you're rare. And scarcity creates value. Now here's where it gets crazy. At current prices, $1,000, give or take, can still get you around 1 million sats. But if Bitcoin goes to 1 million per coin, those sats are now worth $10,000. And if Bitcoin hits 10 million, well, you've 10x'd your money without leverage and without trading, just by hodling digital property. So let's rewind for a second. $1 million in fiat is just a number. It's printed, inflated, taxed, and devalued. But 1 million sats, well, it's proof that you saw the future and claimed your share of it. And you became a digital landowner in the greatest monetary revolution of our time. And soon, 1 million sats won't be a status symbol, it'll be a luxury, like oceanfront land, like Renaissance art, and like freedom. Now, if you believe real wealth is measured in what can't be printed, then subscribe right now, because this channel is about truth, sovereignty, and stacking assets that last. Not trends, not hypes, just freedom through financial intelligence. So stack sats, stay sharp, and claim your piece of the future before it's gone. Now, if you want to go deeper into this, my ebook Orange Pilled is linked down below, and it's the wake-up call they never wanted you to read. Now, I do also have to chuck this disclaimer in here as well. I highly suggest just pausing the video and having a little read. Now, if you've made it this far, and if you're looking for something else to watch, then click right here and have a watch of this.